I have to apologize just from the get-go because my internet is acting funny today. I'm getting frozen every once in a while. It's been snowing here for almost a week, so that might be the reason.
It's so cold. You can't see, but I am all covered from from the chest down. Blankets, hot water bottle, like I got everything. Full works.
They call it winter weather, and we've been on a winter or holiday break for the last few weeks.
Yeah, this is like, you know, Game of Thrones beyond the wall. Like we're gonna have the Jon Snow coming around in a bit. It's very, very cold.
But we are back to talk about our usual Eurovision discussions. We have songs now,
Yeah.
which we've been
It's
waiting for a while.
it's actually the first time we meet in 2026. So finally, it's
Yeah.
actually the year of Eurovision.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
So let's get to it. I'm Barbara.
Anna Maria, and this is the Eurovision Files.
I cannot really even dance with this freezing
Yeah, it's
stuff.
like I'm getting hands out.
So I'm really excited because we have two songs to talk about. Of course, we have more songs, but these are the first two songs that are competing in Eurovision 2026 in Vienna.
Yeah, I have to say, which one do you want to start with?
Albania, because it was the first one, actually, like it
Okay.
was confirmed. So
So what did you think about that? I mean, who do we have?
uh, you cut me off. Why they have too many notes here? We have well, everyone who follows us knows is Alice with the song Nan. And I wasn't really expecting him to win Festival Ikenges for some reason. I don't know. But it's a good surprise. I quite like the song. It's a ballad, and I'm not really a fan of ballads. If you're a regular listener, you will know it. But this one is different, and the guy is also different. It's not like the prototypical ballad guy. Of course, in Festival Ikenges, they have the orchestra, so everything will sound more epic, poetic.
Mhm.
But I'm really hopeful for this one. What about you?
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, I think it was a very difficult act to follow. Uh, obviously,
Because we don't
that.
speak Albanian.
I loved Škodra Elektronike, so I was never going to be as happy with anything else, I think.
Yeah.
But I think it's a good ballad, like you say. I don't think it's going to be necessarily Albania's year again. But I think it can do well. I think it can. I mean, obviously, it will always depend on what other countries do. But it's one that, because it's a little bit different, could definitely go to the final. So yeah, I am excited, and like you say, I was a bit surprised, but at the same time, I thought, oh yeah, it does sound good and it makes sense. And I think
Yeah.
sometimes it's normal as well to react to what you've done the year before by trying to select something completely different.
Yeah, I quite like that too. And also, I think he wears sunglasses in the act, and I hope he keeps that for Eurovision because it's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe for a ballad. Our friends from the Eurovangelists said that he's a sexy vampire. So that's how I see this guy now, as a sexy vampire. But the song is quite a sad song. It's about someone who migrates from their motherland, and it's the mom like crying and feeling for the son or the daughter. And I think it's a sad song, but it's so beautifully performed that I think it's gonna do great. And I don't know because we don't know more. Well, we have one more song, but for me, this one needs to qualify.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like I say, I think it's one that should go to the final.
Yeah,
But I mean, the problem with Eurovision is always the same. It's so difficult to know so far ahead. I mean, even on the day, let's be honest. I mean, we've seen so many surprises, but it's so difficult to, guess what's going to happen when you have, like you said, literally two songs out of 35 that we're going to have this year. It is tough. It also, we don't know yet what we're going to see in like the semifinal breakdown. So, he might
yeah,
draw the short end of the stick. So who
yeah,
knows? But yeah, hopefully he will do well.
yeah. And the next one that we have, it's Montenegro. It was one of your favorites. It's Tamara Cikovic. I think that that's a pronunciation.
Be clear. It was not one of my favorite. I did say, you said there's only one winner, and I said I actually disagree, and I won
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, I was totally wrong because Temperatura was my winner, but it was so underwhelming live that as
Yeah,
soon as I saw it, it's like, okay, no, that's not gonna happen. But then,
yeah,
yeah, this one with Nova Zora won.
yeah. I think I just thought this song had the right elements to do well with Eurovision, and I think it's another vibe, but it's a very different vibe.
And you were
So
right, Maria. I have to take it, and I have to give it to you.
okay, I'll take it. I'm
Well,
sure
you're
I'll be
right.
wrong. I'll be wrong
You're
about
right
plenty
many,
more.
many times. You're right many, many times. So
No, I like things that work, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna be right. So yeah, I'll be clear about that.
okay, so we are happy with Albania and Montenegro.
Yeah,
Okay, good. They're very different songs as well from each other,
yeah,
but
yeah,
both work.
totally. I actually think as well Montenegro is in a similar way. It's exactly what I was saying before about Albania, that it's almost a reaction to what they did last year. They've gone
Yeah,
to something completely different. So it's very cool as well. It's nice when countries don't just get stuck doing exactly the same thing over and over again. You
hmm.
can see as well, I think in some way it also displays that they do have a music scene, and it's not a music scene based on one type of music, one genre.
Yeah,
So um so yeah, it is exciting. I mean, I think for me this is Eurovision. This is why you like Eurovision, because you learn to like about other countries' music that you wouldn't see otherwise.
exactly. So many discoveries year after year and
Yeah.
in so many different languages. And if it weren't for Eurovision, we would never get to discover these artists. And that's one of the reasons why we love the contest.
Hmm.
So the next selection that we have, the next national final, it's the Maltese one, and it's happening next week.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of songs. So I just selected the ones I think are the best, or the fan favorites.
Okay. Let's see if we agree with this.
Okay, my favorite to win this one, it's Matt Black's song, which I cannot really pronounce because it's in Maltese.
Yeah.
But it's something like Ella, Leia, Deya y Hong and the flute.
Yes.
That's my favorite. It
Okay.
has like so many chaotic elements, and I think it's so different from the other ones. It's great. Then my second favorite, it's Trophy by Denise. It's the typical, yeah, diva song where
Yeah.
you have a dance break. It's very show off, but it's good in a sense.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people are talking about Aidan with Bella. It's I think this ballad is quite mid, and I get that Aidan is a big artist in Malta,
Yeah.
but I don't think this is the best song to go to Eurovision.
So
What about you?
I got the same three songs, but the first and the second are in different order.
All
So I
right.
actually prefer Trophy.
Mm,
Um, I think like you say, it's a diva song. It's not as cheeky as it's not cheeky like last year. We can
yeah.
now say last year, by the way,
Yeah.
finally. So, but yeah, but I do like the vibe of the song. I've also
Mm,
heard that I think it's like she has had some issues, health issues in the past, and it's almost like a redemption song.
okay.
So, if I'm not correct, by the way, someone can correct me because that's what I've read, but you never know with these things if it's
Write
true
it
or
in the
not.
comments, guys.
Exactly. Just tell me. You never know like what people write, is it true or not? But so yeah, I think there is a bit of like hope that this is it for her. And I really like the song. Matt Black, it is a bit crazy. We have seen this guy live
Yeah,
before.
but this is really different.
I know, but it was crazy the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, a
But
couple of
in a
years
bad,
ago.
well, not in a super positive way.
Yeah. Well, I think it was
The
fun.
banana song.
The banana
Yeah, it
song.
was
It was
fun.
fun, but it was a bit like, what is going on? I think this is probably a bit more of a serious one. It reminded me a bit too much of Alessandra's in 2023. There's a
Queen of
yeah,
Kings.
yes.
Oh,
Yeah, listen to it thinking about it and then you tell
all
me.
right.
There is
Okay.
like a Viking vibe, which is like very weird because obviously he's from Malta, so like nothing at all. But um yeah, I mean, not as powerful, and I think there's a lot of other things going on in the song, but I liked it. And then the third one, as you say, Aidan, everyone is talking about him, but it is a ballad. I I don't think it is the ballad that would crush Eurovision. So
It's not Alice from Albania, for
exactly.
instance.
It's not, and this is not wasted love with a twist,
Mm-mm.
like it
No.
doesn't have the twist at the end, or it doesn't have the epics or anything like that. So I I think it's a good song. I don't think it's as slow, or his voice is good, but I think he would struggle in a high energy semifinal, for example.
Yeah. The thing with Aidan is, I know, as I said, that it's like a big artist in Malta, and I think they're trying to promote him, and they've been trying to promote him since last Eurovision. Just before Eurovision last year in 2025, he did like a headlining show in an arena in Malta, and they even flew Eurovision influencers or content creators there to interview him and to promote him online, which of course is a very valid thing to do. But they've been pushing for Aidan, the producers or whoever. I'm not saying like the Malta television is doing that, but there's like a big push for Aidan to go. And the thing about this, like Eurovision fans know Aidan and not a lot of the other contestants because of this.
Yeah. No, that is correct. And but like you say, and I mean in this case, I think it's quite a valid thing. It's not against the rules to
No, no, no,
try to
it's
go.
totally fine.
Yeah. So but yeah, like at the end of the day, it's gonna be a vote. So we'll see. I just think it sort of washes out against some of the other songs.
Hmm.
So yeah, we'll see.
I think this might be the reason why he's like top of the list for winning the Malta national selection.
Yeah, I it could also what could happen as well, and sometimes it's a stroke of luck in that sense, is if you got too many votes for other songs that are sort of favorite as well, like we've mentioned Trophy, we've mentioned Matt Black. If they get a lot of the votes distributed between the two, a third person might just win by default, almost like,
Yeah.
not the favorite, but too, like the vote has washed out too much.
Hmm.
So who knows? But we're gonna know
Let's
next
see.
week.
It's next week, so the final is on Saturday. So we will
Saturday
have another
17th.
song. We will have another song coming. And we can discuss Estonia, so Eesti Laul, because the songs have been out for a while,
Mhm.
but we didn't have the chance to talk about them
Yeah,
because a lot of things happened in December. We know that, and then Christmas, and then we're here. So I have a clear favorite here too,
there you go.
and
Go for it.
it's Rhythm of Nature by Uliana. That's my favorite. It has a Goa vibe. It's just giving Goa to me, and I love it.
Yeah. I get it. I just think Go Away goes quite epic, and I didn't, for some reason, I didn't get that here. I did like
They're
the song.
unique. Yeah,
Yes.
okay. Which one is your favorite?
Um, I'm not sure if I have a favorite here. Uh, I I really like Ollie. I think probably I am being very influenced by the fact that for almost as long as I've been closely following Eurovision, I've heard his name all the
Yeah,
time. And I actually really like the song. It's very rocky and like massive vibe. Um, I'm not I'm not sure if for me it is the best song that he has entered in
yeah.
Eurovision. What I think is other years, I think he's been a bit unlucky with the people that have competed against him, and maybe this year he again, like I was saying, because maybe you don't have a lot of, or you have too many people that could get the votes, and in the end you get it because you don't have that many votes, but you still get more than the rest. So I don't know if that could be the case.
Mm,
But I almost feel like, just give it to him. At some point, this guy has to go to Eurovision. I think he really wants it. And it's not, I would say he is a serious artist because what I've seen
yeah.
of him, I've always liked. So, but I want to mention Jolly Roger. It's,
Okay.
it did give me 2024 vibes. And I was like, yeah, it's very upbeat. It sound like the voices almost sound a bit like that.
Mm,
And I wonder if, people are going to remember 2024, the crazy dance, and they're gonna think, we're gonna have something along those vibes. So I
mm.
think it's one to watch. But just keep an eye on Jolly Roger and see what happens.
I think Estonia has this wild card always, in the closet. Last year, for me, was like a super crazy thing. People loved it, and everyone talks about the song. It's Espresso Macchiato. And then, yeah, 2024, it was another wild card. You love the song. And I thought it was like super fun.
That's
Everyone in the
why.
arena went crazy. So,
Yeah, that's why when I heard this, I literally was doing something else. I was not paying particular attention, and then suddenly I was like, "What is that?"
that's
So
when you know.
that's, yeah, like when something stops you on your tracks, that's you have to think, wait a second. Uh, is it, So I think it was because obviously it was quite familiar in that sense. It's a different song. I'm not saying it sounds the same, not the same instruments. It's like the voice reminded me of that, the voices, but also there is a certain vibe to the song where it's almost
Mm.
like, yeah, we're gonna do whatever we want. It's not chaotic, but it sounds a bit like they don't care. And I thought, yeah, I like. So yeah, I would
I
say I
have
would
to
keep an eye on
say,
that one.
I have to say that I wouldn't be sad if Oli finally goes to Eurovision. As you said, that he's been here for years now. He's been trying. I think it's not his strongest song. I think My Friend was better. Was it My
Yeah.
Friend or Friend? I think it was My Friend. I think it was better. This one is okay. It's good. It's above average, I think.
Called Slave, by the way.
The Slave, yeah. And it's entirely his vibe, and it's very rocky. It would be very different from everything else. Of course, we don't know what other countries are sending, but there's always a few, or at least one rock song, and this could be it.
Yes. But this is what's coming short in short in a short period of time, but we got plenty coming over the next 6 weeks or so.
Yeah, we're gonna be super busy now.
Yeah, it's like every year I think we end up doing Super Saturday 1, Super Saturday 2, Super Saturday 3, and it's like we are not original with the name of the episodes. Forgive us, but it's literally all that's happening.
So we also have coming out at it's at the end of this month, Benidorm Fest. All the songs are out there. We are not prioritizing that because we know Spain withdrew from Eurovision this year. We're gonna be commenting when it happens, the Benidorm Fest itself, but we are prioritizing other countries so we can comment on the songs that actually are aiming to go to the Eurovision Song Contest 2026.
Mhm.
There are rumors as well that Alexander Rybak wants to come back.
Yeah, how are you feeling about that?
I think Fairy Tale was so peak, and I mean it like it's probably top five of my all favorite Eurovision songs and performances. But then when he went back again with That's How You Write a Song, I think it was so bad that
Very,
is
very
like,
underwhelming.
yeah, I probably were expecting so much from him. I don't know. So I think it's like, nah, I don't know. I don't see it. What about you?
Um, I have never loved this song as much as you. I love it. I do love it, but not like wildly. But I do agree that his return was not great at all.
Mm,
Um, I think with these things, especially with artists that are so linked to Eurovision, it's so dangerous because you're almost putting your whole reputation on going to Eurovision. It's
yeah.
imagine if you have a big artist. I'm not, I don't know. I'm trying to think, but I don't know. Imagine that Ed Sheeran went to Eurovision. It's not gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. I know that he
Well, he said he
he
wanted
said
to.
he wants to, but like that's why I thought about him. But if he doesn't win in Eurovision, he's still going to like people don't know him for Eurovision, and he's gonna have a career. But if Lauren didn't do well the second time, I think she would have been really impacted by it because I think a big part of her career is the fact that she went to Eurovision. She won Eurovision with an absolutely epic song that everyone, even if you don't know Eurovision, you know it.
Yes.
So I think you are putting yourself at risk. Doing it a third time when the second didn't go well is either a bit desperate because I think you are then saying, I really like it didn't go well and I have seen my career affected and I need to fix it. Or you really feel like you've got something that you can bring to the table. So I wonder if he has something there that like we're not expecting, and when we hear it, we're like, oh yeah, we're gonna go to Oslo next year. You know?
We will know in Amsterdam. By the Amsterdam pre-party, we always know who's gonna win.
Yes. We always guess it. For 5 minutes, we are always fully convinced. We did it with Nemo.
Yeah.
We did it with JJ. We will know this year. So I think at some point we have to film ourselves doing this just to prove it.
Yeah, the problem is that when we get to the actual Eurovision, we get confused because we start liking every song and everyone is doing amazing.
But
And the
we film ourselves, we save the video, and then if we're right, we show it to prove it.
well, yeah, we might need to show it at least in a story saying X is going to win
Yeah,
and then go back to it.
yeah,
And this year we get it totally wrong.
yeah. But I think that's my theory. Either he really needs to resurrect things in some way,
Yeah.
or he knows he's got a winner. I mean, like if he ends up going and then he's top five, I think for me that's a win in my books. Like,
No, that's
that is
amazing.
that's a success. But if someone that has gone now for a third time ends up, I don't know, 15th or below, that is not good at all.
Yeah.
It's good for a new band if they don't, or an artist if they don't expect it, but it's not good for
Mm.
a third try. So we'll see.
And well, we'll see because the participants for Melody Grand Prix are going to be announced on the 19th
Mhm.
of this
So
month, January. So we'll have the list.
yeah, so Monday in 1.5 weeks.
Yeah. So we have many things coming up. So we're gonna be doing episodes more regularly. So please make sure that you catch up with everything that we have to do and everything we're going to be discussing. And yeah, on Monday there's another thing. On Monday, the semi-final draw is going to take place, and it's gonna be a live thingy on YouTube that you can watch on the Eurovision official account. There's not gonna be a lot of telling because we don't have enough songs to start like making predictions, but at least it's something.
Yeah, I have to say I've been seeing some not bets but like odds to win Eurovision recently that I mean whatever is happening uh in music or outside music, like it just doesn't make any sense to start speculating right now.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to say. Um I One thing I have to say, and I am probably showing myself here as I never pay enough attention to these things, but one of the things I realized reading about this yesterday is the pots of the countries in the way that they're going to select the semifinals. The pots are selected so that basically trying to limit neighboring countries voting for each other. So, like, you got a pot with all the Nordics, for example, and then you got a pot. I mean, it's the Nordics and Australia, but there are some countries that are sort of loose ends.
Yeah.
Portugal this year is a sort of a loose end because obviously the neighbor is Spain, although Spain is not in the
The
semifinals.
semi-final.
But yeah, I was like, that is interesting. There's actually a conscious effort to try to avoid that. And I think maybe some of the surprises of the semifinals actually happened because of that, if that has always been
Hmm.
the case. So yeah, one thing, you learn something every day. That was me.
Wouldn't
I'm sure
be
everyone knew.
wouldn't it be like better like all the neighbor countries go in one semi-final and then just distribute your votes, you know?
Maybe. I don't know if I don't really know. Like I know that there are pots, and I think it's 6 pots, no, 5 pots of 6 countries each. But I don't know what they are doing then with the pots. Is it like, do they divide the pots in two, or like how does it work? Is it like,
There was one pot with all the Baltics and then Greece and Cyprus.
yes. Um, but that's what I mean
I
is like, how do they do it? Do they select three from each? So like you sort of try to distribute neighbors into equal parts, so like you can vote in one but not the other, and it's like three here and three
I
here.
can
Oh,
never make sense of this. Even with the football, I was watching the other day the World Cup draw, and I could never make sense of how this works. And
I think I read 2 books in the time that they were doing that. It was so
oh my
long.
God. Oh my God. By the time they started actually doing the draw, it passed like 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that. That I
No,
think that deserves
no.
another podcast in itself. So
Yeah, no. We'll just talk about Eurovision. That's enough drama for
that's
us.
yeah.
So
There's a lot of drama there already. Yeah.
so
Um. And another thing as well that I think we've heard today is that we now know the final participants that are available as well in the Eurovision Ukraine YouTube channel. So we got the final songs, the finalists.
the
Um,
long listing ones, not the other ones.
Yeah, I think we got here, according to the draw's results, the candidates for the final received the following serial numbers. I'm not really sure how this works, but we got six people here. But then there is another vote as
Yeah, yeah,
well.
yeah.
It's a bit confusing, but I think that's another one. Ukraine is coming. Um, we know for Sweden as well, we've got they have announced some of the. Oh, you got balloons.
Why? It was
If
my
you are not,
birthday last week.
if you're not listening, you miss the balloons. Uh, but yeah, like we I think we have started hearing some mentions about Sweden as well, Greece. So
Yeah.
yeah, so it's just an exciting season. I think this is a part of Eurovision that I like, the just seeing all the different artists, and there is less drama here than everywhere else. So I'm gonna focus on this for now.
Than last month. Yeah, no, let's focus on the good, please.
Yes, yes.
So we might need to come back in 2 weeks' time to discuss more songs to talk about who Malta selected.
Hmm.
And please let us know who's your favorite so far and the selections and what you think about this. And also, don't forget that on Tuesday, the tickets, Eurovision tickets, are on sale.
Yeah. If you have been accepted to buy tickets, remember that you had to sign up in advance to be on the list and so on. So, but yeah, don't miss out on the purchasing window. Make sure that you got your codes, everything ready.
Yes, the code is coming on Sunday, I think. I
Yeah,
got the
just
email. We got our tickets already because we did it through the OG UK draw system. We won the ballot. We were lucky this time, and so we got tickets already. We were not gonna be fighting for more tickets,
yeah. So
but I still got the email, and it seems still I don't understand. There's so many confusing stuff. I know it's not confusing, but the way they put it is like the code is valid for a maximum of 4 tickets and for a maximum of one order. You are able to buy tickets for multiple shows, but at a maximum of 4 tickets in total. For example, if you book 2 tickets in one order, your code will lose its validity.
yeah.
I know
I,
what it means,
I
but
think
the
yeah.
writing,
I think what happens is you can add the tickets, let's say, to your basket. So if it's the two of us, you can add tickets to your basket and then go to another date and get two more tickets, and then you got four in your basket, and then you can do the purchase. But if it did happen to us last year that we went, I mean, let's be honest, I think they think it's very easy, and then we get on the day and everyone is trying to get online at the same time, and things stopped working, and it doesn't refresh, the code doesn't work, you get panicky, and then you might end up with one. So if you can calm down, if you can add whatever tickets you need, if it's two or less and then you need two more, you should still be able to add them to the basket and then complete the
yeah,
order. If you're only buying for yourself, you can probably get up to four shows just for yourself.
yeah.
But if you're ordering for a group of four, then one show and you're done. But just try not to panic and don't rush through the whole thing. Go back and add more tickets to the basket before you complete the
Yes.
purchase.
But last year we had problems. We tried to do that, like adding more tickets, and we couldn't do it.
Last year my code was not working initially, and I did not get a response, but I think I got an automatic response and something was happening as well. I think everyone was complaining about the same thing. It did work in the end. But
Yeah.
but it is what happened, as you say. I think we could have bought probably tickets for three shows, which is what we wanted. As you know, one of us would have bought two, the other would have bought four, and we didn't in the end.
Yeah.
So if, good luck to everyone. Try not to panic too much, and hopefully you will be okay.
Praying for everyone, fingers crossing, and hopefully see you there yeah, I was going to say in Basel, not in Basel, in
Not
Vienna.
that far, but it is not in the same country.
Yeah. We are not time traveling. I wish we could. I miss 2025.
Yeah. Yeah. When it was dramatic, but not so much.
In a super different way. Oh my
Very different
goodness.
way. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see you guys, or you'll see us in around 2 weeks' time. We'll
Yeah.
discuss more songs and be ready for your tickets. Be ready for Malta's selection and the semi-final draw next Monday.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Remember, you can subscribe to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, leave a 5-star review, and check out our Instagram account.